Hello folks, again, this is your old pal Hondo doing another knife review on a Buck 110. This is the Buck 110 LT from Buck, made in America. These knives go from $23 to $30 depending on where you get them from. I actually got a good deal on this one from Walmart, so I'll leave a link in the description to walmart.com, but I got this in store at Walmart for 19 bucks. It was on sale. It has this polyester nylon type of sheath right here. Has a positive snap, and it has a nice little belt loop right here. The model number on this is Buck 110 BK1. The knife itself is right here. Comes with the classic Buck 420 HC steel. It has the clip point. Classic steel, classic style. Has the nylon injected type of plastic scales. It has a rear liner lock right here, and it has these really nice pins. It's pinned in really nice, and the knife is really tough. I mean, if I did this with a Gerber knife, it would break for sure. So yeah, it's pretty tough. And it's made in America, like most Bucks. There's a lot of knockoffs out there of these Buck light hunters. Like the Marbles makes one that's not that great. It has this satin finish on it, like all Bucks do. It's not as pretty as a Buck 110 2-dot, but it still works. My first knife was a Buck 110. Back in '89, my grandfather gave me a Buck 110 as a Christmas gift for when I go hunting. It stuck with me for years. I still got that old Buck 110, but this is this will be out of the box testing of this Buck 110 light hunter. Like I said, there's a little bit of play in it, but not like nothing to be sketchy about. I mean, a lot of these Bucks have a little play in them. This is a great companion knife. I wouldn't really recommend people to be like batoning wood with them because they're just so, you know, iffy. You know, I wouldn't, because of the plastic handle. If this had steel bolsters in it, maybe. But, you know, I've had issues where I've batoned with pocket knives like this before, and the lock would come loose and hit you in the fingers. Plus that, the Buck 110 is a very iconic knife. They've been made since the late 70s, early 60s. You might not know, but if you do know, the Dukes of Hazzard, they used to wear the original Buck 110s on their hip during the old TV series, Dukes of Hazzard. It has a really nice textured grip right there, and a hollow grind, and it's a well-built knife. I really do like them. Was my first knife. Of course, when I was in the Boy Scouts, we weren't allowed to have these. We had to have Victorinox knives that were made for the Boy Scouts. You had to have the official Boy Scout knife, but you know, it is what it is. I even had my old Craftsman hatchet that was a Boy Scout hatchet that got stolen, but you know, that's another story. But we're gonna test this out and make some feather sticks, and you know what you would use this for in a camping scenario, a light camping scenario. We're gonna test it out. Handle some chopping. You know, it can hold up through the test. Chopped another piece of maple, and we'll chop this piece right here. Very sharp, went right through it. Chop through this 3-inch diameter piece of wood right here. Chopped right through it. 3-inch diameter piece of wood. We call it done. Okay. Cut clear through it. 2-inch diameter wood with the Buck 110 light hunter. Small piece of wood, nothing big. See how it holds up. Okay. Nailed that 4-inch diameter piece of wood pretty good. Not bad. Timed it well. Okay, the 10 peg, pretty good too. Carves really good. Really nice carver. Makes short work of this. To make a 10 peg fairly fast. And there you go, made a nice point right there. Now we're going to make the notch hole and try to press cut. Okay, now we got our hole for our 7 press cut. Either make a trap trigger or a 10 peg. I'll show you how it works. It works great to make a 10 peg. That press cut was perfect. Going in nice and made a 10 peg really nice. And there you go. Notch is really nice. We'll cut the ends off here to make the 10 peg rounded tip. So when you drive it in, it doesn't break it off. And there you go, 10 peg. Notch is really nice and really fast and easy. You carve the wood really well. Now we're going to feather stick with this piece of maple here. There you go, folks. Feather sticks like a champ. Let's see how it does a back cut for feather sticking. Look at that. Just turn that into a balloon. Now we're going to try like the back cut, you know what I'm saying? Hold the blade like this. If it ain't sticking me in the foot. No one said you needed a baton of log to do this. You hold the blade like this, make a feather stick. There you go. Feather stick on the back cut. Works pretty good. It's a nice conformed feather stick. Back cut's really good. That's nice. Sharpens the razor blade still after beating the crap out of it. After that, there you go. Some more feather sticking with the Buck 110. Came out really nice. And there you go. Another feather stick for you. Right there. Another plume. It's a really controllable knife. It works really well to make feather sticks in the field. You really don't need to bust up a log to get feather sticks. All you gotta do is cut into a piece of stick. You know what I'm saying? You get a fire going to make feather sticks. You can do it like this as well. You know, to make fire tinder, it doesn't take much to do it. So, you know, it's easy as that. This is a hardwood anyways. This is maple. So you're going to get real... Now we're going to try this piece of poplar here. Go, folks. Made some more feather sticks. Okay, and we'll also be testing the, this is an older ferrocuime rod I had laying around. This is the relefree Amazon ferrocuime rod. It's a 1.2-inch diameter ferrocuime rod. It's about 5 inches. Leave links in the description for the Buck 110 and this relefree ferrocuime rod. It is 1.2 diameter, 5 inches long, and it comes with a striker that I got off a friend of mine, and I put a handle on the relefree ferrocuime rod, and I put a piece of fat wood on there for a survival type of combo. We're going to test out the fat wood with the Buck 110 to see its capability, what it can do. Yeah, there you go. Feather sticks, fat wood, really good. So, this is my local West Virginia fat wood, by the way. So, we'll cut this off here, or take it off, one or the other. Because you only need a little bit of fat wood anyways. We'll scrape some of this off with ferrocuime rod striker. There you go. And oh, I tell you, fat wood smells good. Look how deep and rich it is. It's a lighter fat wood. It's not as dark as some, but it works. Before we start the fire, we're going to try cutting a couple pieces of this jute twine cordage. This is basically my everyday carry type of survival line. It cut the cordage really well, no problem. It's a very versatile knife, easy to sharpen after you get done using it. And there you go, cuts cordage really well. With the relefree ferrocuime rod combo right here that we've tested, we're going to test. Time to light her up. Recommend both. Get them separately or get them together. It doesn't matter. I like the way it worked. It hurt a little bit, but it's a good knife. I can't say nothing bad about it. It worked. It held up to the test. Like I said, no dings in the edge whatsoever. No rolls, no pits. Really good knife for outdoors. Pretty tough. You want to test the tip to see how tough it is. I'll show you how tough the tip is on this. And I can stick the tip in this thing like this and just go back and forth with it like this with the knife, and just the tip holds up. It's a really good knife. So there you go, folks. This has been the testing on the Buck 110 Light Hunter and the relefree ferrocuime rod. Get you one. I'll leave links in the description to where you can find these two. Y'all take it easy. It's been your old boy Hondo from Hillbilly Tactical on the Buck 110 Light Hunter and the relefree ferrocuime rod, 1.2 inch diameter ferrocuime rod. Go ahead and get one. Great products. Y'all know what you can do. Get one. And y'all know what you can do. You put God first, He puts you first every time. And you know what else, YouTube? God loves you, so does Hondo. Peace out, YouTube.
Yeah.